and welcome to episode 116 of the Graceful Tangle podcast. I'm Amy Kate. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me today. I'm really pumped for this new podcast episode. I have quite a few things to share with you guys, some projects on previous projects. Progress? Did I say projects? Some progress on previous projects. A couple of FOs. And a really fun new design that I'm super excited about, and it's going to be launching next week, or actually in just a couple days now that you're seeing this. So yeah, let's just go ahead and hop into it. Today is Sunday, July the 31st. It is the last day of July. I can't believe it. Although I say that, I kind of can. July has been a long month. And August is right around the corner, and I can't believe it. I'm about to enter my last week of school, which is absolutely insane. I'll talk more about that later, but today is a beautiful day. It is pretty cloudy. I imagine we'll get some rain later. I think we're supposed to. We got some rain yesterday. I love rain. Love rain so very much. There's like a sense of peace that always comes with rain. It's the best feeling ever. Anyway, thoughts about the weather aside, let's go ahead and hop into the episode today with some FOs. I really only have one finished object to share this week, but it is my finished Mercy cloths. So I have actually, oh look, I forgot to weave in these ends. Okay, well they are almost done. I meant to weave in those ends on the last one, but I forgot. I finished it last night, and I meant to bring it up here to finish it off, and I didn't. But anyway, so I have been working on these for quite a while, actually. I made this one first. This is the white one. So the Mercy cloth pattern is by Tony of TL Yarn Crafts. It features the smock stitch in Fusion Crochet, which she has a tutorial for on her YouTube channel. I'll try to remember to link her YouTube channel and this pattern down in the description box, because I absolutely love all of her videos and tutorials and patterns and everything. She is one of my biggest inspirations in this community. But I have been making this pattern from her, and I finally finished the full set that I've been wanting to finish for like the past month. So this was the first one that I did, and I used this really pretty white yarn. All of these use Knit Picks Dishy. This is the colorway Swan, and like I said, this is the first one that I did, and then this is the second, and I'm actually looking at it now, and I'm realizing I forgot to do the little loop at the top, so I might go back and add that. But either way, this is a really pretty pink one. I think the colorway is Blush, and then this last one is the one that I just finished, and I did not forget the loop on this one, and it uses the colorway Kenai. If I'm saying that right, I'm not 100% sure that I am. Kenai. But it's a really, really pretty deep teal. So I thought these three would look good together. Honestly, I could just keep going in this set and create a whole bunch of others, and all of the colors would go together. But I thought these three looked nice together, and I'm excited to use them. I've made one Tunisian crochet dishcloth in the past, and we love it. I'm excited to use these and kind of see how they hold up. But I'm very excited about them. I love how they turned out. And yeah, love the pattern. I will definitely revisit it in the future for sure. But yeah, so that is all for finished objects this week. I do have a few FOs related to the design that I'm working on right now, so I will share those in a little bit. But for now, let's go ahead and talk about a couple of works in progress or WIPs. Okay, works in progress wise, kind of more of the same, honestly. I was hoping to have the time to start some new things this week, but it just did not end up happening. It's been a wild summer. Honestly, let's just put it out there. It's been a crazy summer, but I'm really, really excited to get through school and then to have a little bit more time to invest into the business and designing and everything. I am so hopeful for what is ahead, but works in progress. Let's see. I am working on this pair of socks. Has not grown much at all, but I still thought I would go ahead and share them because I really love them, and I'm hoping to make much more progress on them this week. So let's see. Here's what it currently looks like. These are a Christmas gift, so these are going to be going to one of my cousins in December when we have our annual Christmas gathering. I'm so excited for it, and it's like 6 months away. But still, it's like my favorite day of the entire year. It's going to be amazing. So anyway, here is what the sock looks like right now. I have finished the leg, which is exactly at the point that I was at last week. I did add the scrap yarn placement for the afterthought heel, and then I did like 5 rounds last night when we were watching a show. I finished the dishcloth first, so I didn't work on these much at all, but they will be my show project now this week, so hopefully I will make some really good progress on them. But yeah, I'm just using my Success Socks pattern, which is my free vanilla sock recipe. Super, super easy. Love it. I've made so many now. And it's just really basic, and I love that about it. I'm using Knit Picks Static. I forgot the colorway, but I will link this yarn down below. It's my favorite sock yarn, like, ever. It's amazing. I love the twist. It's a higher twist than, like, Stroll. I love the blend, and then they have the most fun color options. So it's like kind of self-striping, kind of not. I really like it. You kind of just got to go with it, because I mentioned last week, I think, how it's really hard to tell if there's actually a sequence to the stripes. But I'm learning to just go with it and to love it, and that's exactly what I'm doing with this pair of socks. So I'm really excited about those. I have been saying this for like literally since I first started knitting socks. I am itching to get some more Chiagu fixed size 1 32-inch circular needles. I have this one pair that I have used so many times, and then I have one pair that is actually part of an interchangeable set that I have, but you know, it only has one pair of that size, so I really only have 2 sets of these, and I am just itching to get some more so that I can have more socks on the go. I'm working on a sock right now that I can't show. It's for a secret design. But I put another vanilla sock on hold because I needed to start that one with these needles. So, long story short, I really just need to bite the bullet and get a couple more pairs, because that would make my life so much easier. But anyway, I love them. Having a lot of fun with these socks, and like I said, I'm hoping to make some more progress later this week or throughout this week. Alrighty, next work in progress. I actually did make a lot of progress on this project. I feel like I'm still, something is up with my words today. I feel like I keep using progress instead of project, but just ignore it if I am. I've only got a million things on my mind right now. Anyway, so I shared this project last week. It is a pillow that I'm currently working on. I kind of talked a little bit about the yarn. I've had this yarn in my stash for a while, but it is a 100% wool yarn, and it's just, I love the palette so much. I would love it as a sweater, but I feel like I wouldn't wear it because I live in Alabama, so we don't really need wool sweaters much for starters. And then secondly, I don't love the feel of it like right up next to my skin. And I wouldn't want to wear like something under it. Like a long sleeve shirt and a sweater to me is just too much. So, yeah, at least in this climate. If I were in Canada, it'd be stellar, but I'm not in Canada, I'm in Alabama, so I don't need that much layers. But I am working on a pillow with it instead so that I can still love and enjoy the palette without having to actually wear the garment. And I finished the first panel of it this week. So I am just using the moss or linen stitch, creating a big square with these 2 colors. And then I'm doing the same exact thing with the other 2 colors. So this is a like gold, mustard yellow, and a white. And I'm holding them together to create this second square. So it's going to be exactly the same size as this one. And then I will seam them all together with a dark charcoal gray for like the outer edge, and then obviously to connect the 2 panels, and I'll put the pillow insert inside as I'm doing that. And so it'll kind of be like 2 pillows in one. They'll look completely different on the other side, but all, you know, still look cohesive together as well. I'm excited about it. I think it's a really fun idea. I'm definitely eager to see how it looks all finished. But yeah, I might like kind of kick myself because I'm not going to be able to make a second one. So, you know, if like a sofa or something, you would want to have one on one corner and one on the other. And I'm not going to be able to do that because I don't have more of this yarn. But I also don't want more of this yarn, so I'm not saying, but I wish I could do that. It'll just have to go, you know, on my bed or something when only one pillow is needed. But I'm definitely having fun with this project. It's super mindless. Like, I don't even have to think about it at all, which is amazing. It's exactly the project I need right now. And I'm using up this yarn, which I love, and I love the colors, and it's just been waiting for quite a while now, so I'm excited to finally be using it up. Okay, and then the last work in progress, I think, let me double check. Yep, the last work in progress that I have to share this week is my blanket. So once again, I have not made a whole bunch of progress on this week, but I would still wanted to go ahead and show it because I just love it. So it is getting bigger. It's getting bigger. It's happening. It is officially at the point where if you fold it, it looks like a legitimate blanket. And whenever something gets to that point, it makes me so much happier because I can easily tell that progress is being made. So I'm actually going to fold it up real quick right now so that I can show it a little bit more effectively. But this is all cotton and cotton blend yarns, mostly worsted weight, but there is some DK and kind of heavier worsted here and there, just in little parts of the blanket. A lot of this yarn is Hobby Lobby's I Love This Cotton. I used to use that all the time when I was first joining out. You know, Hobby Lobby is obviously easier, and other big box stores are sometimes easier than shopping online. At least they used to be. Honestly, now shopping online is easier. But regardless, I used to use so much of that yarn, and now I don't use it as much. But that's what the majority of this blanket is. It's kind of using up all of those scraps that I've had for so many years, and making a really big blanket with all of them. But then I also have a bit of knit picks and we crochet dishy, and a good bit of cotton as well. I have used cotton quite a bit the past couple of years, specifically in the summers. So I had accumulated some of that as scraps. So yeah, there's kind of a random assortment in here, but that's what makes it special. So yeah, it looks like a blanket. Makes me so very happy. But yeah, I'm just using the granny stitch. And that's about it. No, like, sort of color play or anything. I mean, I try not to put two pinks right beside each other, but I really just don't care. I'm just kind of grab one, whatever color I want to use that day, and go for it. And I have a little basket here that is completely full of all of my cotton scraps. And so my hope still is that I am going to use every single bit of this yarn, and then add a border, and then all of the yarn will be gone, and the blanket will be done. That is my hope. We'll see if it works out that perfectly, all in all. But I think it's a pretty good estimate, all things considered. So I'm hoping that it works out that way because I would love to use it all up. But yeah, I'm excited about it. So stay tuned. I'm hopefully going to put some more work into it this next week than I did this previous one. But yeah, it'll get done. It'll get done eventually. My goal is definitely like by... I knew I actually kind of want to make a real goal. I could try to finish it this month. We're starting a new month. I'm going to do that. This month of August. Hold me to it. Tomorrow is Monday, and it's August 1st, which is always a good start in my mind. I love it when months start on Mondays. That is my goal for the month of August, is to finish up that blanket. There we go. Hold me to it. August 31st, that'll be done. August 31st at midnight, that'll be done. Probably push it all the way until then, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get like a big bug and just want to only work on that. But anyway, that is it for all of the whips this week. I do have one design that I wanted to share with you guys, and like I said, it is releasing in just a couple of days, and I am so excited about it. So let's talk about it for a few minutes. So, like I've said a few times now, this pattern is releasing in just a couple of days on Thursday. That'll be the 4th of August. This pattern will be coming out. There's also my parents' wedding anniversary. How precious. So anyway, this pattern will be releasing on that day, and I love it so much. So this is going to be the Devoted Dishcloth. I have a pattern in my shop. It's called the Devoted Beanie, and it features the same stitch pattern. And so I wanted to take it and create a knit dishcloth pattern with it, and I just love how it turned out. These are going to be so much fun to use. They are super, super lightweight and thin, but really fun to work up as well. And like I said, it's releasing very soon, so I've spent the majority, well, not the majority, a lot of time. I've spent a lot of time doing a lot of things this weekend, but one of those things has been getting everything ready for this release. And so if these three are all completely done, and I need to get photos and stuff, but here's what they all look like. I'm obsessed with this palette. This is like a McKay in a color palette right here. A deep mustard, a blush pink, and a gray. Love it so very much. If everything happens according to my little plan, this will be the theme of my baby girl's nursery. one day down the road. Anyway, I love all of these colors so much is my point. So anyways, this pattern is going to be releasing soon. And yeah, I hope that you're excited about it. It's super, super simple. It's going to be available in my shops and on my blog. And yeah, and the colors, by the way, so this one is that same pink I showed earlier, blush. You know, I don't really know the other two. This one might be turmeric. Maybe? I don't know. And I don't have them here to show. This is not helpful, is it? I will link this sheet down below if you'd like to check it out. It is my all-time favorite cotton yarn for dishcloths in particular, and towels, things that you use often that need like a heavier cotton. It's really nice to knit and crochet with. Some cotton yarns can be a little bit hard on your hands if you're crocheting, and this one is not like that at all, at least in my opinion. So yeah, I love it. But anyway, stay tuned for that pattern. It's coming in just a couple of days, and I am super excited about it. This is just really mindless, really perfect for, you know, bringing to like knit by the pool or at a gathering or something as summer comes to a close. But yeah, more coming on that in just a couple of days. So that is it for all of the making content this week. I don't have any other yarny things to share, but I do have a devotion and then of course a little bit of a life update. So I hope that you choose to stick around for that. So for devotional this week, I was honestly a little bit at a loss of what to talk about. Just kind of personally, I'm really trusting God and just waiting on his timing with a couple of different situations that I'm currently walking through, and so it's been hard to, you know, continue to hold confidence in that, but still share something every week that is encouraging when sometimes it cannot be encouraging to try to find something else to focus on. So anyways, this week I want to talk about contentment. My pastor this morning actually shared something that really stuck out to me, and I wanted to share it with you guys. This is a topic that I have become really passionate about over the past, for the majority of this year definitely, but even before that as well. It's kind of something that you don't really think about when you're younger, and then when you get to that age, like 18 and so on, when you are at the point where, you know, things are going to happen, but you don't know when, or if you want things to happen, but you don't know how to make them happen, or when God's timing is going to prevail, or come to fruition. It can be really hard to be in a place where you are content. And so, Pastor shared something this morning that I thought was really, really encouraging. And he said that contentment doesn't do away with or forget about your passions and desires and dreams and goals. Contentment is being in a place of peace and confidence, knowing that God's plans are best. And so you're not, you know, sitting back and settling in the season that you're in now. And I think that that's very hard to, it's hard to find the balance between being like comfortable or settling in the season that you of life that you're in now, rather than focusing on what's ahead. It's hard to find that balance. It's a balance that I've been trying to find for the past couple of years now. And it's really difficult. It is really, really hard. But I am getting there in a sense, I think. You know, like most people, I have big goals and dreams and desires, and a lot of them I don't understand why they haven't happened yet. Or I don't understand why, you know, this same situation is still going on the way that it is, or why we haven't moved forward, or whatever the case might be for you personally. But I think that contentment can be a beautiful thing when it's done in a godly way. And in that, I mean that you're focusing on, you know, you're being grateful for the season of life that you're in now, and you're putting your whole self into that season. You're working hard, you're being diligent, doing it all for the glory of God, but you're not forgetting those future goals. You're still working towards them as well. So for me, from a personal standpoint, I'm about to graduate from college, and I am in a nanny job that I love and adore, and I'm so, so grateful for. But that's not where I'm going to be forever, right? Like, I'm going to graduate college very, very soon and move on to the next season. I am hopeful that I can take the business farther over the next few months and see where that leads. And then, of course, you know, marriage and a family is such a big desire and hope in my heart, and so I hope that those things happen as well. So for me, that can look like being completely devoted to my job and finishing off school and in the business while still working personally and inwardly to learn how to navigate a relationship so that when that time comes, I know how to hold myself in a God-honoring way. And so that's what contentment looks like for me. I am by no means perfect or there completely at all. It is a daily surrender to put his plans above my own, because I am someone who likes to have plans. And so it's hard to not, or likes to know plans. I have plans very rarely, let's be honest. But I am someone who likes to know plans. And so it's hard for me to not be in a place of doubt and discouragement if I don't know what his plans are. So I know that was kind of all over the place, but I hope it brought a little bit of encouragement. I think the biggest piece that I took away from Pastor's advice is to not settle into contentment, thinking that you can't hope and dream and desire something bigger. Because when you give your all to him, he will bless you and he will provide bigger things. So anyway, that's some encouragement that I wanted to share today, and kind of tied right into a life update, honestly. But like I said, I am about to graduate. I am so close. I am embarking on the last week of school this week. So tomorrow, my very last deadline is August 9th. So it will go into the next week. But that is like a flexible deadline. Like as soon as I submit my last assignment, I'm done. And so I'm hoping to do that by Friday at the latest. So that is the goal. It feels very surreal to be finished with this season of life. I have way more thoughts than I can share in this little podcast, but I am going to try to get them all down so they're not just bundled up inside my brain forever, because that could happen and I don't want it to. I want them to be out there. I want them to be vocalized on paper, if nothing else. But anyway, I hope that you are having a great summer or into your summer. I know school is starting back for a lot of people pretty soon. But I hope that you are having a nice end to your summer and that has been relaxing and rejuvenating and full of lots and lots of fun, if that's the season of life that you are in. But thank you so very much for watching this episode. I hope that you found it inspirational and fun and just a joy to watch and listen to, and that you are encouraged to create beautiful things as well. But so much for watching. Be sure to check out all of the links in the description box below. There'll be links to the places where you can find me on social media, my pattern shops, and then other groups and stuff that we have for the podcast and stuff like that down below. So be sure to check out that resource, and then don't forget to hit the subscribe button and then a notification bell right next to it so that you don't miss out on any future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all again next time. Bye!